maxaa lala soo saaray rasuulkaas alla caabuda daaquudkiina ka fogaada.
CKMS 1027 FM Radio Waterloo.
Excellent.
Yeah, thank you.
I have a business diploma. I started my own company. I'm 41 years old. I like to think I can tell a good joke. I love my 2 children. And because of COVID and the economy, we have no home. Don't let homelessness assumptions get in the way of homelessness solutions. Go to CanadaCanDoIt.ca. Help the Canadian Alliance to end homelessness. Thanks.
The legacy of Black Wolf. A young wolf battles for survival. A wolf
fix these problems, to push on out, to push on out, to push on out this oppression. Yeah. Well, I said wake up and rise. Well, I said wake up and rise for yourself and your people, for yourself now and our baby in real life.
You're listening to CKMS 102.7 FM radio. That was Wake Up and Rise by Diggin' Roots. We are Two White Feather and Lori Gentle Eagle, and this is the Red Road Journey, where we aim to amplify Indigenous voices to heal ourselves, all our relations, our communities, and our planet. We are broadcasting you from the traditional territories of the Neutral, Anishinaabe, and Haudenosaunee people. Today on the Red Road Journey, we are pausing to honor and celebrate the diverse identities of experiences of people who have disabilities from all directions on the medicine wheel. July marks Disabled Pride Month, which originated from in the 90s as a movement to raise awareness, advocate for real opportunities, challenges, ableism, create more inclusive and accessibility places, celebrate achievements. Disability pride is rooted in the intersectional and social justice. A flag that represents disability pride. Each color significantly different aspect, e.g. red, physical disabilities, yellow, cognitive and intelligence, intellectual disabilities, blue, mental health, green, sensory precision, disables, black, mourning, disabled person, victimized by ableism, violence, and abuse.
Disability is defined as any condition of body or mind that makes it more difficult for the person with the condition to do certain activities and interact with the world around them. First Nations people with disabilities are overrepresented in special education classes and disability-supported programs. And yet, many Indigenous languages have no word for disability. The Western label of disability exists as a mechanism of colonization, and it does not align with the Indigenous perspective on diversity. Children are gifts from Skyworld and held in high regard. If they present as, quote, disabled, it is believed that there is an understanding to be learned from that, to strengthen the community as a whole. Names given in ceremony reflect a person's gifts that they carry or responsibilities that they hold within the community. Diversity is present in the natural world, and Creator wants us to celebrate uniqueness and all abilities as we contribute to this great web of all our relations.
We're going to play the Indian song by Isaac Murdoch, Ojibwe from Serpent River First Nation. So here it is.
You see me on the corner, sitting on 22nd Street. Do you have a couple quarters? It'll make you feel so complete. As I sit on my cardboard box as the cold wind blows, I keep on hearing voices, they're yapping all day long. I wish they'd stop and listen and just sing my favorite songs. Some good old-fashioned powwow Indian songs. Mother, I need you to know that I miss you. And Father, I wonder if you're still there. My medication's on vacation, and my mind, it keeps on racing, leaving me nowhere to go. I need my Indian song. Thunderbird is going to come down and pick me up and take me back to my homelands. And once I'm there, I'm going to start searching for that sacred medicine. And that sacred medicine is going to search for me. And once we are united, we're going to cast this all across the earth for you and your people, so that you too can be well, so that you too can be healed.
Isaac is a man with many gifts, all which have helped him transform his experiences of being put in a special class, being sexually and physically abused, landing in hospital for far too many times for his mental health, PTSD, and addiction, glue sniffing issues that stemmed from colonization. He now tells stories to creates art and writes music and sings to lift others up. Indigenous people and those with disabilities have historically been seen as threats to civil society and are to be assimilated, institutionalized, punished with violence, and killed. Cody Coyote is a Ojibwe and Irish. He is an activist, speaker, and workshop facilitator for youth and radio show host and singer. He credits poetry and music with helping him deal with bullying due to his long hair, the gang life, substance use, and surviving a suicide attempt. So now we're going to play Debwe, Truth in Ojibwe by Cody Coyote. Here it is.
For anyone going through the struggle, trying to find a way out, know what I'm saying? I believe that we can. It's time to share a little truth. That way.
Need dollars in the dream, gotta do it clean. Street scholars in the bean speak proper to the teens, protecting all the youth, offer them the means, respecting all the troops. We gotta let them speak, preach, tell the whole world what you see. Living on the res or living in the streets. Reach, tell them all about the history. Pain and misery, followed by your victory. Healing the trauma, breaking all the cycles. Dealing with problems, done feeling idle. Feeling the bottom, stronger through the trials. Wielding the blossom of you becoming idols. Endlessness, excellence, catch us in the element. Messages of medicine, time to make them prevalent. Evident, elegance, match us up with eminent. Messages so eloquent, the kind of make you celebrate. We're gonna find a way now, way now, today. We're gonna find a way out, that way. We're gonna find a way now, today. We're gonna find a way out, Isn't about I, isn't about me. What if we all tried to make it about we? Envisioning our shine, a vision we all see. What if we all tried to make this about needs? Needing to be kind, needing to be free. Free in our own minds, changing how we speak. Needing to be wise, leading our own peeps. Healing from old times, painting our own piece. Face it, break it, lateral violence. Open up your eyelids for lateral kindness. Shaping, making, natural guidance. Notice the vibrance of everyone smiling, everyone vibing. Know that we're chilling. Make a rest classic, that's how I'm feeling. Everyone riding, know it's a given. To make the best happen, that's how I'm living. That way, we're gonna find a way now, today. We're gonna find a way out, that way. We're gonna find a way now, today. We're gonna find a way out, Say all my people gonna find a way now. All my people gonna find a way now. All my people gonna find a way out. All my people gonna find a way out. Say all my people gonna find a way now. All my people gonna find a way now. All my people gonna find a way out. All my people gonna find a way out. That way, we're gonna find a way now, Come on. Today. We're gonna find a way out, Let's go. That way. We're gonna find a way now, Come on. Today. We're gonna find a way out, Let's go.
So that was Debwe, or Debwe Win, which is Truth in Ojibwe by Cody Coyote. And he says the way out is through truth. So the way out of bullying and other forms of violence. Turn to those 7 grandfather teachings. All right. Patrick Moonbird is a self-taught multi-instrumentalist, electronic artist, producer, and storyteller from Prince Albert, Saskatchewan. This gifted Indigenous man uses music to get through tough times with depression and bipolar disorder, as well as to help break the stigma surrounding mental health in general. He says, quote, "You can overcome anything, even if the odds are against you." So we're going to play one of Patrick Moonbird's songs. This one is called I've Been Gone.
To say
inside my brain, thinking of those who gone dead. I wish I would have known where mama would go. I would seek the help that I need so desperately. I've been waiting way too long to get the help that I need, and I say it's in my brain. You cannot help, you cannot help. I've been gone all day, and I don't know what to say. I've been stuck inside my brain, thinking of those who gone dead. I wish I would have known where mama would go. I would seek the help that I need so desperately. There are people who love you, so get the help for yourself. There are people out there who are willing to help your mental health. Medicate all the hate away from yourself. You need some help. You need some help. You need to help yourself. Medicate, medicate, medicate the pain. You need some help. You need some help. You need to help yourself.
There are innate and acquired disabilities, and there are visible and invisible disabilities. And a person's experience with their disability is not a constant. Sometimes a person may feel more capable and less impacted by their environments. Recently, we had the opportunity to speak with an Indigenous man living with fetal alcohol spectrum disorder. FAS is neither a mental health issue nor a brain injury, but it has components of both. It is often accompanied by other conditions: ADHD, autism, Tourette's, developmental delay, bipolar disorder, conduct disorder, oppositional defiance disorder, obsessive compulsive disorder, other forms of anxiety, personality disorders, substance use, and suicidality. It's very complex in nature. And conflict with the law is often where fetal alcohol spectrum disorder leads, because of things like impulsiveness or difficulty anticipating and responding to consequences, an inability to understand others' feelings and needs, and aggression. We're going to listen to our interview with Matt Sinclair to see where fetal alcohol spectrum led him.
Is extremely important as it helps with is extremely important as it helps with diagnosis. Is extremely important as it helps with different services and different things from different stages of life.
Okay, right on.
How would you define FASD? I mean, it's defined so broadly depending on where you're looking, right?
How would I define FASD? It's brain, not behavior.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's a really important distinction, actually, because a lot of people see only the behavior and the negative behavior in particular that sometimes comes up when people are overwhelmed, and they forget, right, that it's actually a brain change, right, and a brain that's, you know, shall we say, different, right? Differently wired. That sometimes is lost in the conversation and the interventions. Yeah, good, thank you.
So the third question is, do you have any co-occurring issues of concern, like mental health, addiction, physical limitations, or anything?
So we know what FASD is the primary, and the second one is the secondary disabilities, which is my concurrent disabilities. And yes, I do have a few. So I have my central nervous system is one of them. I also have seizure disorders, ADHD. I also struggled with mental health, with addictions. And today, I'm proud to say that I'm 5 years in recovery and sobriety.
Oh wow! Congratulations! That's amazing. And I do have trouble with addictions too, and I just currently relapsed actually, but I'm back on the red road again, and giving her my all again, right? So I want to say congratulations on the 5 years. That's amazing.
Thank you.
ADHD is something that you also have as well, so you have that in common too. When you said your nervous system, can you share a little bit about what you mean there? How has that been affected?
So the human body has two central nervous systems. The automatic nervous system, which controls our breathing, heart rate, lungs, and all that. Then we have our central nervous system, so that's sensory issues. So touch, smell, feel, taste, and just as an analogy I use, it's like some people like to wear their socks inside out because it feels nice.
Yeah.
And it calms some people. It calms their central nervous system. Me, I get overstimulated in certain situations. Like with the part of my questions, I get very frustrated.
Okay. Yeah, thank you. All right.
So what are some of the challenges that living with FASD has brought you into your life?
Some of the challenges that FASD has brought to me. Well, people pleasing is one of them.
Yeah.
Being taken advantage of financially has been a big one in recent years. And just feeling different outside of the box. It's not so much when people look at other people, they look from the outside, from the inside out. We look from the outside in. So we look at the world differently. But we try very hard to fit in, and that comes in with the people pleasing, trying to fit in, trying to be socially accepted.
Yeah.
I have found in my older years now, in my more middle-aged years, it's okay to be abnormal and weird, and it's okay to have this medical diagnosis.
Yeah.
So you've come more to an acceptance of yourself and see that it's just a part of who you are and gifts in many ways.
I will always have FASD. I was born with FASD. I will die with FASD. It doesn't change anything in my life really, besides the fact it opens up a few doors having that medical diagnosis, where a lot of people I find in today's society is a lot of people use to Google to self-diagnose or to self-identify.
Yeah.
Right.
And I find that very taxing on the system in the sense of that people with the diagnosis, with the confirmed diagnosis, are sort of just sitting there. So a lot of services that aren't available to us, or it takes a long time for us to get services. One of my most recent accomplishments in the receiving services is being accepted into the Developmental Services of Ontario.
Okay.
So I'm not on ODSP anymore. I have been on ODSP, but I'm no longer on ODSP due to my current financial situation of the point.
Yeah.
Okay. So with Developmental Services of Ontario, I was under the impression that they had an age cutoff. Has that, obviously that's been extended for you? You said that you're middle-aged, you're in your 40s. Yeah.
Yes, I just recently got onto that program. So as an adult, you'd have to do an initial paperwork, and then you have to do a psychological assessment. Depending on who you go or what you go through in that psychological assessment, that will determine if you qualify or not. So from my own perspective and experience of it, it was nerve-wracking, but the end result is tremendous.
Okay.
It helps with a lot of other things.
Okay.
So one of the good things in my life is my gym membership. When the new passport funding comes through this year for myself, that will no longer be a financial burden to me. That will be covered underneath the DSO, and that will be set for me so I will be able to continue on my recovery, lifting weights and weightlifting.
Oh, right on. That's amazing. I did not know that.
Yeah. No, I'm glad. I'm very glad to hear that. That coverage will extend into adulthood because, that was a misconception on our part. We were under the impression that it stopped at a certain age, and being on ODSP is very tough, right? It doesn't cover a lot. It certainly doesn't cover some of the things like a gym membership you mentioned, right? So.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, what are the gifts of FASD has brought into your life?
The gifts. Well, I definitely love talking about it and sharing about it. It's one of my passions in life. Being an advocate and working in the field of FASD at my previous job as the FASD worker in Sault Ste. Marie, Ontario, 7 or 8 years ago, it was really eye-opening in the seeing the structure and how other people react, how other people have FASD. But each case or each person is unique in its own way of that diagnosis. There's no same person with the same features, with the same tertiary or secondary disabilities that I've noticed in my life that we're all different. We all have unique gifts.
That makes sense. Yeah, because we are our own person. We are all different, so that totally makes sense. So, what did you encounter in the mental health and justice system, like the crisis services, police mobile team, court system, and was it helpful?
Growing up in my life, I've been involved a lot in the justice system and also in mental health. But a lot of it in the justice system, having that confirmed diagnosis did help. It helped in the sense of having a lesser sentence, doing sentencing's different, court dates were different. My probation was different, so it wasn't so punitive of time management, because at the time when I was on probation, I was homeless, so I had no concept of time because every day was just day and night.
Right.
But there was also the accommodation. When I came in, I would come in and I would report, and I wouldn't be reached if I was 24 hours late. Because of that accommodation and understanding.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wow.
Now, Matt, would you say that was a common experience? Was the mental health and justice system where you were living at the time helpful for all people with fetal alcohol, or were you blessed, so to speak, with a good experience?
I was blessed. I wasn't say I'd be blessed, but I would say it was traumatic to me. because I still have a natural fear of cops.
Yeah.
Because my upbringing was in Saskatchewan. I'm not sure if you guys are familiar with the Snow Lake Tours.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In Saskatchewan, that was very common, and especially in the early 2000s when I was living out there with my sons and my baby mama at the time.
Yeah.
So she was passed on. But me and my sons, we dealt with that systematic racism.
Yes.
Yeah.
For being Indigenous. So out in Saskatchewan, there's no real difference. But when I moved to Ontario, there is more of a conversation about FASD.
Yeah. Okay.
So there's more things down here that were more services, but it was still that systematic racism of your Indigenous. So.
Yeah.
Okay, the reason I was asking and the reason why I used the word blessed, for lack of a better word there, is because I don't know how much you know about A Womb with a View and our experience, but the mental health and justice system, particularly the crisis services that we encountered when Two White Feather was in distress, was horrific. And it's definitely a part of that systemic racism as well, and just the police not knowing, right? The police not knowing what to do, crisis services not really knowing what to do, and as a result, he was tased. He was taken to a jail, although we were told he was going to go to the hospital to be assessed and supported. My role as one of the family members involved, you know, they didn't want anything to do with me. They were lying to me, telling me he was somewhere that he wasn't, and it was just horrific. And he also has, or had a cousin who encountered crisis services during a situation that he was going through, and they tased him, they shot him, and he died. So when I guess I was a little bit encouraged to hear when you first spoke about some of the response that you got, because it certainly there's a lot more to learn here in Waterloo Region anyways about you know, how this can be better handled, right? So
I would have to concur with you on that.
Yeah.
There was a program going. I'm not sure if it's still up and running. It's the medical alert bracelet. So what it does is the medical alert bracelet does have our FASD diagnosis on the back of it, but it also lets first responders know that we are different and that we do have a brain disorder. So instead of going to jail, instead of going to the hospital, you go to a safe person's place. Whoever that would be. So in this case, it could be your friend here. Yeah. Right. And she would you'd be brought to her place instead of going into the correctional system or into the hospital.
Wow. Okay.
Okay. So like your crisis plan, whatever that is, and your safe place would be noted on the medical alert bracelet. Is that how it works?
Yes. That's amazing.
That's a good idea.
They contact what I would say is brain. Well, my good friend David contact and then say,
wow.
We need you. Are you able to take him? If not, we'll take him to the detox center, or we'll take him to the hospital.
Yeah.
Or if I had to, it'd be jail. But 9 times out of 10, I was going to jail and I wasn't getting up.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. Okay. No, that's great. And you know, A Womb with a View. One day we hope to have the physical lodge built so that you know, we could potentially be a safe place for people that maybe have limited options, right? They could come to the lodge and stay with us and stay in one of the respite teepees. So that's our kind of our overall goal, right?
Yeah. So So what do you think that helps you on a daily basis to move through the world with a vulnerable and differently wired brain?
Well, I wouldn't say my brain's vulnerable. I would sit there and say I'm vulnerable. But at the same time, I have a great team of support.
Yeah.
I have my parents are amazing when it comes to this stuff, because they truly understand me when I'm angry or having a meltdown or just frustrated.
Yeah.
I don't know how they do it all their lives, but they have. For many years. My mother passed away 8 years ago, and my dad's still living. And the stuff that we've gone through in the past 8 years has its ups and downs and addictions.
Yeah,
a lot of it was the stigma. So I'll share a little bit about my past with the addictions. My DOC is crystal meth.
Okay.
And I'm an intravenous substance user.
Yeah.
I have 5 years of recovery, but to get through those 5 years of recovery, a lot of people, I was honest about my first experience in my early 20s.
Yeah.
About my meth use, but then people told me to shut up because they were scared of it. I'm like, well, I was just being honest.
Yeah.
Then later on in life, when I relapsed, when my circle of support came crashing down, so my mother, my baby mother, my baby mother's mother, they're not so much babies anymore, they're in their 20s. It crashed down on me, and I was just heavy. And I signed my son over, but I let my son know that I have to get better first for him.
Yeah.
And that was the hardest conversation to have, was with my son. Like, I'm using it again. And now to fast forward to today, nothing more in my life that makes me happier than being a parent.
Wow, that's amazing.
And living with the stigma, though, of having FASD in the external brain, but people look at that and say, well, it's external brain, you gotta be stupid or slow or something. It's like, I'm not, I just need help to deal with my intense emotions.
Yeah.
So I've changed from just having a regular friend to having a professional. So I have a psychotherapist that I see on a bi-weekly basis to help differentiate between my FASD and meth psychosis.
Yeah.
The meth psychosis, I understand it from my own perspective and the educational background as Treyun psychology. Treyun.
Okay.
Those three in the one.
Yeah.
So you have the hallucinations, you have the bugs, the feeling of the bugs, and the sensation of them.
Yeah.
The visual hallucinations and auditory. So a lot of people were judging me based on my psychosis. They're saying, "Oh, you're psychosis, and you're a danger, you're a threat." I was verbal about my anger, but I wasn't lunging out on people. I was just yelling.
Yeah.
And that scared a lot of people. So dealing with the stigma behind that and having them, nobody knew my secondary disabilities.
Yeah.
But going through that, it was very traumatic on myself, being public speaker and years of it, being honest and open and
yeah.
So it caused caused a lot of frustration.
Yeah. Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah.
Wow. So the last question, what does it look like, what does support look like from others?
What does support look like from others?
Yeah.
Not taking things so personally. Understanding that it's okay to see a therapist. Understanding my brain is wired differently, but I'm still the same person.
Yeah.
I might do things differently, but I will get the same result done.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Everyone says work hard. I says work hard or you work smart.
Yeah.
Break it down a bit. You have to.
Yeah. I like that.
What do you do now? Like you mentioned that you're on your lunch break with us. What type of work are you doing?
I work in crisis.
Oh.
You do, eh?
Oh wow.
Oh wow, this is perfect.
Yeah. That's amazing.
I work in crisis. So I work at Los Family Dealing Services. I've been there for a year and 8 months. Or 9 months, depending on how you look at it.
Yeah.
And from that, I really enjoy my job. I feel supported by my team at work and colleagues.
Right on.
I told my manager on it that FASD, and she understands it. She's really there for me when I need her.
Yeah, that's good.
And on top of working in crisis, I also do workshops and training seminars on FASD with different levels of government, from communities
to
Indigenous First Nations to travel.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah. Did you want to share your information or ways people can get a hold of you if they wanted to contact you for any of that? Are you comfortable with that?
Yeah. Absolutely.
Okay.
If you want to contact me for any training or workshop seminars or presentations on FASD, contact me at matt.sinclair26@gmail.com, and I will be sure to return your email, or you can find my profile on LinkedIn as well as on Facebook.
Right on. All right.
Okay, that's awesome.
Yeah.
We have a gift for you, so we will probably be sending it through the mail to you, so you can privately send your street address to us if you're okay with that.
Yeah.
And did you want to talk a little bit about the gift? We Craft. We Craft is one of our programs through A Womb with a View, and our crafting program is called the Creator's Shelf. And that's one of the things, actually, that Two White Feather has found really calming and really helpful for him. So he makes these, he's a little shy now about it, but he makes these amazing medicine bags. Yeah.
I make these medicine bags. I'm gonna have one made out of. It's actually from our friend from up north. And he gave us some seals, so I'm gonna make a medicine bag out of seal for you, and I would love to send that to you there with the medicines inside and whatnot, and yeah, so.
Hi.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Thank you, in Cree. Miigwech.
Miigwech, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
We're doing a little language lesson now for everybody. Yeah. So, okay. Well, that's wonderful.
Yeah.
And, hopefully we can stay connected.
Yeah.
We are a part of the Facebook page. That's how, we discovered you, and I'm glad that you responded right away, actually.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we can stay in touch that way, and now we have your email as well, and we'll definitely get all that you do out to the listeners and to others in our community here.
Yeah.
All right, thank you. Thank you for having me.
Yeah.
It was a wonderful opportunity, and I hope to be working further on future projects or opportunities
Yeah.
with you guys.
Yeah, Miigwech for coming on, especially on your lunch break. So yeah, thank you.
You're welcome.
All right.
Have yourself a wonderful day.
Yeah, you too.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
So we're gonna play Disturbed. That was one of Matt's selections. The first one is Disturbed by Unstoppable.
Show you what I'm made of. This is just the beginning. Your anxiety is justified. Let me tell you something. There's nowhere left for you to hide. Justice will be mine. You can be certain. That sound of your heartbeat, like a time bomb slowly ticking down. You won't see me coming. I can end your life without a sound. Hear me now. It's unavoidable. I fulfill my vow. There's no escape. I am unstoppable. There can be no penance for the parasite that you become. There is no repentance. This judgment can't be undone. There will be no mercy, no lenience while I'm alive. Vengeance is coming. Believe it now, you won't survive. Justice will be mine. You can be certain. That sound of your heartbeat, like a time bomb slowly ticking down. You won't see me coming. I can end your life without a sound.
that was Unstoppable by Disturb. Here's another one by Disturb, The Sound of Silence. Here it is. Hook ya. Matt has some good taste in music.
Hello, darkness, my old friend. I've come to talk with you again, because a vision softly creeping left its seeds while I was sleeping, and the vision that was planted in my brain still remains within the sound of silence. In restless dreams I walked alone, narrow streets of cobblestone, neath the halo of a street lamp. I turned my collar to the cold and damp, when my eyes were stabbed by the flash of a neon light that split the night and touched the sound of silence. And in the naked light I saw 10,000 people, maybe more, people talking without speaking, people hearing without listening, people writing songs and voices never shared, and no one dared disturb the sound of silence. Fool said I, you do not know. Silence like a cancer grows. Hear my words that I might teach you. Take my arms and I might reach you. But my words, like silent raindrops, fell and echoed in the wells of silence, and the people bowed and prayed to the neon god they made, and the sign flashed out his warning, and the words that it was forming, and the sign said the words on the prophets are written on the subway walls, in tenement halls, and whispered in the sound of silence.
So that was The Sound of Silence by Disturb. So next week we'll be continuing talking about FASD, as it is an invisible, misunderstanding disability that hits Indigenous communities hard because of colonization and assimilation practices. We will share another interview with a caregiver and coach. Join us for that. Our next song is by Mac by, and it's Rez. Or 2-6, sorry.
Come on now, man. I still got
got love for the rest, yeah. Cause I know how hard life can get, yeah. I still got love for the rest, yeah. I'm stuck in my head, been fighting some demons. I still got some family that be scheming. Nowadays, everybody got their reasons, and it's all love every time I see them. Yeah, I still got love for the rest. For real. Yeah. And here's to the nights I regret. Might take the kid out the rest, but you can't take the rest out the kid, can't change me. And every city still the same me. I'm represented, can you blame me? Where I'm coming from is still crazy. Shot with the fam trying to save them. They try to trap us with no motivation. Yeah, watch us Nietzsche go mainstream. I'm known for the culture that made me. Wanna see all of my people be great. Way too many opportunities wasted. Can't spend up all of our time trying to get high and get wasted. But I know how it get when you feeling the pain. Out in the city, I'm feeling the same. Stay grinding from lessons I learned on the rest, I won't get far away. When I'm coming back home, I just wanna show all of my cousins we made it. I don't care when I hear any spot that I go, put on for GH. Turn this up in them times on you low when you feel like you're losing your way. I still got love for the rest, yeah. Cause I know how hard life can get, yeah. I still got love for the rest, yeah. Stuck in my head, been fighting some demons. I still got some family that be scheming. Nowadays, everybody got their reasons, and it's all love every time I see them. I still got love for the rest, yeah. And here's to the nights I regret. If you come from the res, know your life got obstacles. They killing our people with murders unsolvable. Like how is this possible? I can't even pour up a clean cup of water to top it off. My neighbors been nodding off. I think that he up with them drugs again. I told him to knock it off. I done put a whole pants on, and still I've been slept on. Been waiting on a shout out from Big Bro. I thought he was solid, I guess I was dead wrong. Man, I should've said something, but forget it. I'm finna be power out famous. They wondering how I made it. This one's for all of my natives. I promise one day that we all finna make it. I ain't got a problem with you, you should save it. Don't fuck with that energy you be displaying. I needed time all on my own. Yes, I'll admit I did you wrong. Don't take that blame, it's not your fault. This struggle really takes me home, back to my res where I belong. They love me there, I could be wrong, but I still got love for the rest, yeah. Cause I know how hard life can get, yeah. I still got love for the rest, yeah. I'm stuck in my head, been fighting some demons. I still got some